Screendragon's, I think, 10th year at Creative Ops in London. I think we were one of the first sponsors, and that's kind of showing our dedication to supporting the Creative Ops community here. So we really come here to join in the discussion about the current, present challenges of Creative Ops and looking into the future about how the industry is changing and evolving.
Learning a lot around how to optimize processes and workflows, some amazing tools and systems. There's a lot of interesting debate going on around in-house versus agencies and the kind of nuanced approach that is really required to maximize the benefits of both.
People here are just so switched on, and it's really exciting to see how ambitious they are for Creative Ops to grow as a discipline.
It's actually been fantastic to see some of the top minds in creative operations from the world's largest brands sharing best practices, insights, specifically around how technology is changing the landscape. Some of the presentations on artificial intelligence, where to use it, where not to use it, and how to kind of manage the change within their organizations has been absolutely fascinating.
It's about the effectiveness of content now as well. Because of the huge volume, is you may be making loads, but it may be having very little impact. So there's that, and it's then how do you manage the increasing size of teams? So we notice resource management has become more and more important for this community. So in the past they had maybe 10 or 20 people in their studio. Now in some cases you're talking about between 30 to 100 people just in the studio. And how do you manage all the jobs going between all these people?
I'm learning a lot about how the speed and need for content and the velocity of that is really increasing, kind of power lots of different channels. And I think what that is, the impact downstream is that business is trying to understand what process do I have in-house, what do I use my agency for, how does it interact, ultimately so I can become much more data-driven in my kind of decision-making. I think brands are saying, no, I actually need to own more of this myself. And I think Skyscanner gave a really great example about how, because they were able to move really fast, they were able to create content which is much more culturally relevant and able to hit those kind of moments, which really accelerated the distribution of content and ultimately made some of it go viral.
For me, AI is both a back office function, so all of our ops teams, and that's from a delivery perspective, but more holistically too. Your HR and your IT team should be using AI within their workflows. Mm-hmm. AI within the kind of creative development process, I think is probably where it's adding the most value at the moment. Mm-hmm. Being able to ideate quicker, faster, get to the right idea as quickly as possible. Mm-hmm. And then we're seeing kind of huge improvements from a production capability point of view, but we're still not quite there yet in the vast majority of cases.
One of the questions today that was quite insightful was, how do you challenge a CEO that's pushing you to run with AI before you have kind of the guide rails in place? I think most organizations are all over the spectrum of early adoption to how to effectively use it in every aspect of their business, specifically GenAI.